let's get going. Start the watch. Okay, let's a bit louder. Right, so standing with your feet together, point the toes out to the corners of the room and align your heels. So your feet should be directly underneath your hips. Relax the shoulders, bend the knees ever so slightly, and imagine that piece of string lengthening you all the way up to the ceiling. Excellent. From here, we're going to find our neutral position. So hands on the hips, we're going forwards and backwards. So A to the front and C is to the back, and you're finding that B, middle ground, neutral position. From here, put your hand on your rib cage, one hand on your tummy, and breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. As you're breathing out through the mouth, imagine that resistance band getting tighter and tighter around your abdominals. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Last one. And keep that core engaged. Hands by your side, you're taking the head out to the side, down, chin onto chest, and up through the other side. Hold it each side as long as you want to. You've got a tight neck, the shoulders. You might want to hold it there for a little bit longer each time. And just keep it flowing from one side to the other. And one more on each side. Bring your head back to center, looking up to the ceiling. And down towards the floor. Up towards the ceiling. Down towards the floor. And one more. Up towards the ceiling. And down to the floor. As your chin's onto your chest, you're bringing your arms out in front of you, creating a semicircle and pulling them forwards. Hold it there. And we're opening the arms up, open out the chest, squeeze the arms behind you as much as you can. And we're coming back in. So all in your own time, open and close. Excellent, opening and closing. Opening up that chest. And one more, in and open. Going into the shoulder rolls and backwards first. Add in the knee bend if you want to. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring them forwards. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Arm circles, lifting up and over, twisting the upper body as much as you can. Reach round and follow the arm around. 4 more. And 3, 2, last one, and 1. Same arm, bringing it forwards, up and over. And 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Arm comes down, other arm reaching up, over, and again, twist the torso, follow your arm around with your head. 5 more. And 3, 2, last one, and 1. Same arm comes forward, again, twisting the torso around, engage your core. 4 more. And last one. Bringing your arm down, feet directly underneath your hips, palms open wide. Relax your shoulders, and you're twisting the upper body from side to side. So carry on with that. I'm just going to lift the screen up a little bit so my head isn't chopped off the whole way. So again, just twisting from side to side. Excellent. One more on each side. Back to center. And bring the arms down to your side. We're working the legs now. So lifting one knee up, over, out to the side, and touch down onto that foot. Make sure your shoulders are back each time. That's 2. 3, pushing up, opening up the hips. 4 more. 5, 6, 2 more. We'll hold the last one. 7, and last one, 8. Put your hands just above your knees, shoulders nice and back relaxed. Make sure your back is straight. Looking down towards the floor, maintain body alignment and feel the stretch in your groin. And we're coming up and over across to the other side. And again, over to one side. And last one, up and over. Okay, bring that back up to standing. We're going to go into our squats now with our leg extension to the side. So feet underneath hips. We're going down into the squat. You should be able to lift your toes up from the floor. Coming up, leg goes out to the side. That's 1. Down, engage the core. Coming up, leg to the side. 2. Excellent. All in your own time. 3. And 4. 4 more. 5. And 6. Down. 7. And down. And 8. Excellent. Okay, feet directly underneath your hips, going into our half roll downs. So roll the shoulders forwards, chin onto chest, and we're arching the back up towards the ceiling as much as we can. Put your hands just above your knees, and as you get there, you're going to pull the shoulders and the bottom back into flat back position and feel the stretch in your hamstrings. Keep breathing. Okay, shoulders come forwards, arching the back as much as you can up towards the ceiling, rolling, rolling, rolling. And roll the shoulders out. And again, off we go. Roll forwards, chin onto chest. Arching that back up towards the ceiling as much as you can. Creating a C shape with your spine. And when you're ready, pull the shoulders back into flat back position. Hold it there. And squeeze the glute, arch back up again. Excellent, roll the shoulders out. One more time, roll forwards. Coming down, arching up towards the ceiling. And when you get there, pull the shoulders back. Excellent, and squeeze the glutes, arching slowly back up again. And roll. Lovely. Okay, we're going to go down into our calf stretches now. So feet underneath hips. Roll the shoulders forward and let gravity just take you over to those toes and let yourself hang over. And when you're ready, walk yourself out to your hands underneath shoulders, and we're going to lift the bottom up in the air and stretch out the calves. We're going to start pulsing the legs, driving the knees down towards the mat. And we're going for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Toes in towards you, heels out to the corners of the room. I'm still driving down. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heels in towards you, toes out to the corners of the room. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back to center. I want you to pull back into the calf stretch. And then slowly, without wobbling from side to side, walk yourself back to your feet and pull up into a hamstring stretch. as you slowly roll back up the body and roll the shoulders out. Okay, we're going down again into prone, into your 8 leg lifts. So let gravity take you over to your toes, walk yourself out, bottoms down, engage your core, 8 leg lifts. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. When you've done your 8, you're pulling back into the calf stretch, the bottoms up to the ceiling, and then slowly walk your hands back to your toes and roll back up the body, nice and slowly. And then roll out the shoulders, ready to start. Okay. So firstly, we're doing arms and shoulders. You will need your weights for these. Just change the music. The first one we will do are latching raises, single arm front raise. So we're going one to the front, one to the side. But when we take our arm to the side, it doesn't go directly to the side. It comes slightly forward and your elbows are always bent ever so slightly, how we bend our knees in Pilates. And the one to the front, your elbow is also bent, and you do not go higher than shoulder level. So do not go higher than shoulder height, okay? 1 minute on, 30 seconds off. Turn it up. So standing with your knees slightly bent. Come over to this side. Feet underneath hips. 3, 2, 1. So engage the core. Shoulders relaxed. Keep breathing. Excellent. Take it nice and slowly. You don't need to rush. Just focus on that breathing, especially if you've got heavier weights. Engage the core, it's going to really stabilize you. Halfway there. Keep it going. 4. Oh no, sorry. I gave you a wrong countdown. That was wishful thinking. Keep it going. Nearly there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, the next one we're doing are the tricep dips. And these are the ones that really hurt the next day. So we're on the floor, legs are out straight in front of us, and your elbows are tucked right in next to you. So the tips of your fingers are by your bottom. From here, you are going to come up almost into a plank. So straight up and lift your pelvis as much as you can up towards the ceiling, and you're slowly lowering it back down. You lift it up and slowly lower back down. You can do this with your knees bent as well if you need to. Okay, I'm half on a carpet, half on not a carpet. I'm a bit wonky. Right, so legs out in front of you. Keep the elbows tucked in as much as you can. Shoulders relaxed, engage the core. And 4, 3, 2, 1. So we're coming up, hold it. Push the pelvis up towards the ceiling and slowly lower down. And when you're down, you push up again. Hold it and slowly lower down. Breathing, pushing up. Hold and slowly lower. Woo. And keep going up. And again, slowly lower down. We are halfway there. A minute is a long time. Take it nice and slow. Hold. Slowly lower down. And up. Keep breathing. And up. Woo. Come on, nearly there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the arms out. We are going now from standing, we're rolling down into a push-up, into a T on each side, and come back up to standing, okay? So we're doing 1 minute of each on this one round, and then we'll do the round over again. So let's get ready to go. Feet underneath hips. 3, 2, 1. So we're rolling down the body. Walk yourself out. Keep the elbows tucked in. We're into a push-up. Do these on your knees if you want to. Into a T. Coming back. Optional second push-up. Into a T. Coming back to centre. And walk yourself back up the body. You might only actually do 2 of these, but it doesn't matter. Building strength and power. Keep the elbows tucked in. Coming up to the side. Excellent, keep it going. Use the stretch as you walk it back up again. Woo. 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Okay, last one for arms and shoulders. We are in prone, and we're doing a double shoulder touch and down, double shoulder touch and down, okay? Do these on your knees as well. Just take the pelvis forwards and do shoulder touches. Grab a drink quickly if you need to. Just put one over here. Okay, get ready to go. Hands up to your shoulders. 3, 2, 1. Core engaged, bottoms down. Nice, slow shoulder touches. So I usually keep my hands really wide on the floor for stability. Keep it going. Have a break if you need to. Deep breaths. It's hot today. Finally. Halfway there. We've got this. Keep it going. Woo! Core is on fire today. Got a lot of classes this week. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pull back. Woo! Okay. We are back into our first exercise. So we're on our feet. And we've got one to the side, one to the front. Okay, so feet underneath hips. And we're ready to go again. Keep the core engaged, shoulders relaxed. Remember to keep the elbows slightly bent as they come out to the side and to the front. 3, 2, 1, off you go. Nice and slowly. Excellent. And again, it's really important to keep that breath going. So in through the nose and out through the mouth. Don't go above shoulder height. Keep those elbows bent ever so slightly. If we lock our elbows, we are very likely to cause injury. And none of us want that to happen. You are over halfway. Keep it flowing. Woo. Keep it going. Getting tough. Nearly there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. We are into we did tricep dips next, didn't we? So onto the floor, elbows tucked in next to us. And focused. And you're really pushing that pelvis up towards the ceiling as much as you can. Hold it there for a couple of seconds before you lower yourself back down again. 4, 3, 2, 1. So you're pushing up towards the ceiling and slowly lower yourself down. And when you hit the floor, you're coming up again. So all in your own time. Squeeze those glutes as you're up there and slowly lower down. And we're coming up again. Hold it and slowly lower. Push up. Hold it and squeeze. Slowly lower down. You're halfway there. Push up. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Slowly lower down. Woo, coming up. Hold it. Slowly lower down. It's toughy, this one. Up. And hold. We're slowly lowering. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, okay. We're into our push-ups, rolling down from standing. So up onto your mats, feet underneath hips, walking down the body. Again, nice and slowly. You might only do 2, 2.5. Go with it. Shoulders relaxed, knees slightly bent. Get ready to go. Okay. 4, 3, 2, 1. Start walking. Remember, push-ups can be done on your knees as well. So bottoms down, tip pelvis forward. Coming up and down. Push up. To the side. Again, use that stretch as you come back up to standing. Stretching out the hamstrings, the calves. Really help improve your flexibility and range of movement and motion in the whole body. So you're over halfway. So exhale as you push up. 4. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo. Okay, prone, double shoulder tap. And this is the last one of arm and shoulders. And we're going straight into legs, okay? We're going to use the ball for the legs. Interesting, there's pelvic floor in there as well. So hands onto the shoulders. Extend one leg unless you're on your knees. Get ready to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Off you go. So double shoulder tap. Again, slowly control it. Keep those arms, hands. I stopped for a minute. What do I mean? Keep those hands wide. Good. We're nearly there. 30 seconds left. Keep going. Keep fluid. Have a break if you need to. Go so close. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Arms and shoulders, we are ticking off a list. Okay, what I want you to do now is grab the ball and we're going to put it under 1 foot. And the idea is that when we squat down, we're almost doing like a one-legged squat. Okay, this leg is going to wobble around quite a bit on the ball and you've got to try and stabilize yourself at the same time. So no weights for this one because it requires quite a lot of concentration. Okay, so grab a drink. You've got 30 seconds left. Head it's the ball. You're not scared of it usually. So pick a leg first. 1 minute on each leg. Get ready to go. So it's up to you whether you want to have your hands out in front or on your hips. Completely up to you. Okay, so coming down hold it, and push up. So you're pushing up with that one leg. Squeeze the glutes as you come up and down. Keep breathing. Hold it. Push up through that leg. Squeeze the glutes and down. And hold. Push up. Squeeze. Coming down. So again, in your own time, you don't have to follow me. Focusing on that control. It is tiring, this one, so it's all one-legged. And push up. Squeeze those glutes. Excellent. And up. Woo, we're nearly there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Next leg. Then we're going to do some lunges. And we use the weights for those ones. I think. Let's do it. Okay. Get ready to go. Shoulders nice and relaxed. You can go even narrower with these ones if you want to. So put that foot on the ball. Round this leg. Off you go. Down. And hold. Push up. And squeeze the glutes. And down. Again, nicely breathing. Pushing up. And squeeze. Down. Push up. And squeeze. And down. Hold. Pushing up. And squeeze. Down. Pushing up through that leg. And squeeze. So over halfway. Keep it going. And squeeze. Keep breathing. Push up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Finish it off if you're down. Okay, we're going into, I'll just pause this quickly, some lunges. So if you want to use weights, you can use weights, completely up to you. So we're going to do one leg first and the other leg. And the idea is that you are coming down into the lunge and then up in front of you. Down into the lunge, up in front of you. Now, if you want to, you can come up on your toe. It is quite wobbly. So if you're coming up onto your toe, I suggest that you either have weights beside you like this, so down, and then coming up onto your toe, down, coming up onto your toe, okay? So I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to use my dumbbells instead. Because sometimes when you just go that bit too heavy, you won't be able to control it at all. So take a leg. I'm going down, up, or up onto your toe and down, okay? So it requires a lot of concentration and control. Core is engaged, shoulders relaxed. 2, 1, off we go. So slowly down, coming up, in front, and down, slowly, coming up, and down. Again, this one requires you to have that spot on the wall, on the floor, that you don't take your eyes off, especially if you're coming up onto your toe. Ah! Toughy. Halfway. Down. I keep looking everywhere. Find your spot on the wall. Keep it going. 2, 1. Finish it off. 30 seconds off. Next leg. I always feel like if you're concentrating a lot, your heart rate goes up so much more. Okay. Gradually for me too. We're switching legs. Okay, get ready to go. Shoulders relaxed. Weights by your side. Engage the core. 4, 3, 2, 1. And coming down. Hold it. And coming up on the toe. Lying down. Again, find that spot. And don't take your eyes off it. Keep it going, keep it fluid. The rest if you need to. You don't have to do the coming up onto your toes if you don't want to. You're over halfway. Excellent. Nearly there. Oh, I'm getting tired. Keep it going. Try not to wobble like I just did then. 3, 2, and 1. Put those weights down. Okay. So up to you if you want to use weights with this one, but you'll have to hold them close to your chest. So maybe you just want to use one. We're going into our sumo, so it's like a plie. So we have the weight close to your chest, toes are out to the corners of the room, and all you're doing is sitting down into that plie position and coming up, squeeze the glutes. Optional, down, couple of pulses, and then come up. Completely up to you. Work within your means, remember. Only do what you can do. So weights close to your chest, toes out to the corners of the room. Some of you will be able to sit down quite far, depending on your flexibility of your groin as well. I'm not very flexible. I can't go down that far at all. So shoulders nice and relaxed. Weight close to your chest. 3, 2, 1. So we're going down. Optional pulse. Coming up. Squeeze the glutes. Keep your core engaged. Coming up and squeeze. Again, don't forget to breathe. Going. Really good job. At any point you need a rest, do so. We're halfway there. What is Hannah? Going. Four, 3, 2, and 1. We'll do that one again. And then we are on to, we're going onto the floor after this, okay? And we might use our band. So we have a band. After this one, we're going to pop it around our legs, okay? So have a break, have a drink. Especially when it's getting hotter, it's really important to keep hydrated. Okay, let's get ready to go. Weight close to your chest. 3, 2, 1. Off you go. So down. Optional pulses. Keep your core engaged. You can even go into a shoulder press if you really want to. So this one, let's have it in there. Coming up, squeeze the glute, shoulder press. Coming up, squeeze the glutes. Excellent. Keep going. Tell you when we're halfway. Keep focusing on the breath. Halfway, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Keep it going. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Finish it off. 30 seconds off. But I'm going to pause it so I can show you what to do. Right, we're going to do one that I never usually do before, or usually in lesson, and we call it the clam. I'm sure you've all done this with mum before. So you're on your side, up on the elbow, and you're going to close the knees together and open them back up. Close the knees together and open them back up. I don't know why I don't do this one. I think it's because I find it a little bit boring, but I did it with the resistance band the other day by myself just to try it. And I thought, that works. So let's give it a go. Sorry, I'm knackered today. For a long day. Elbow onto the shoulder. Bend the knees. One foot on top of the other. Make sure your band is quite high up in your thighs, because then you'll be working that time a little bit more. You can even pop a ball in there as well. Squeeze the ball, open it up. You'll be able to hold it a little bit. You'll be working that pelvic floor a little bit more. Nice and slowly. Hands open. And close. Really work against the resistance band. So it's up to you whether you want to squeeze against the ball or not, but you need to hold the ball there. Open. So keep your heels and your feet together. Hold it for a second or two. Up towards the ceiling and down. Towards the ceiling and down. Up towards the ceiling. Woo! And down. Keep it going. I think after all those squats as well, this is actually quite hard. Woo! Keep lifting your torso off the floor. 3, 2, and 1. 4, toughie. Let's do the other side. So elbow underneath shoulder. And if you want to, pop the ball between your knees. Now, when I practice this, one side hurt more than the other side, and it's because your glute will always activate on one side better than it does on the other side. So if it really hurts on one side, it means it's not as strong. So off we go. So let's open it up, hold it, and slowly lower that down again. Squeeze against the ball. We're doing unconscious pelvic floor. So we have no idea that we're working on pelvic floor, but we actually are at the same time. And down. So if you didn't know already, we're on bottoms now, okay? So we're going to do some bottom work, and then we're going to go on to some core. Over halfway, squeeze against the ball. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Still working the core. Now, if you're engaging your core right now, you should be able to feel this in your obliques. Especially on that lift up, so when your knee lifts up towards the ceiling. 2, 1, excelente. Right, next one. We are going to keep our bands around our thighs, and we're going into our box position. So hands underneath shoulders, knees are roughly hip width apart, okay? Pick a leg, because we're obviously going to do this on both sides, and make sure you remove any obstructions. So if you can see around me, all I have around me is obstructions, and if we're lifting the knee out to the side, just make sure that you can't hit anything. So we're going to do knee out to the side twice, and then heel up to the ceiling twice. Knee out to the side twice, heel up to the ceiling twice. And then we will do that again on the other side. So 1 minute from each side, making sure we'll get our core work in. So get yourself comfortable. I'm all wonky. I think I might have to go back a bit so I'm actually level. Pick a leg, really focus on engaging your core. Shoulders relaxed in the back. Distribute that weight evenly across your body. 2, 1. So we're going out to the side, out to the side, up to the ceiling, up to the ceiling. Little movements, they don't have to be movements at all. Out to the side, keep core engaged, up to the ceiling, down, up to the ceiling, down, to the side. Okay, so we're really working on our body alignment here. Making sure you're looking directly down in front of you. Don't put your head or your neck down because you'll be straining them. Start to feel the burn now. to the ceiling, up to the ceiling, up to the side, out to the side, up to the ceiling, and up to the ceiling. Keep it going. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo. Okay. Other side now. I'm going to make room on this side for myself. Hands underneath shoulders. Position your band if you need to again. These fabric ones are excellent because they have a grip on the inside of them, so I definitely recommend them if you don't have them. Easily get on Amazon. Okay, engage the core. 3, 2, 1. Out to the side, out to the side, to the ceiling, to the ceiling, out to the side, out to the side, to the ceiling, come in, to the ceiling, come in. All in your own time, don't rush them. Ceiling, to the ceiling. I'll tell you when we're halfway. We're halfway there. Keep it fluid. Bend the elbow slightly as well. We're in box position, so never lock your joints, just in case. Oh, the burn's starting. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we are going on to single leg glute bridges. It's up to you whether you want to use your band or not. I might just keep my own because it is easier. So one leg's up to the ceiling. You're pushing up towards the ceiling. You're going to lower yourself down, but you're not going to touch the floor. And then you're going to push yourself back up again. If you want to come down all the way to the floor and then come back up again, that's completely fine. Completely fine. 1 minute on one leg, 1 minute on the other leg. And then we've got one more. Actually, no, we'll do that for our last bottoms, and then we'll go on to core, okay? Get some planks in. So I know how much everyone loves planks. Okay, take a leg up to the ceiling. 3, 2, 1. So third further when coming up to the ceiling. Lower it down slightly and coming back up. Squeeze as much as you can when you get to the top. Really lift the pelvis up towards the ceiling. And lower down. Squeeze and come up. Slowly lower down. Slowly lower. Come up. Really focus on squeezing those glutes. Lifting the pelvis as much as you can up towards the ceiling. You're over halfway. Keep breathing. Woo. 3, 2, and 1. Oh, that really got me at the end there. Grab a drink if you need to. We're doing the other leg, and then we have some planks to do. This class always goes so quickly. Always get carried away. Okay, other leg up to the ceiling. We're getting ready to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. So pushing up towards the ceiling. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Slowly lower, near towards the floor. Coming up again. If you snap the up bit, so if you go quickly up, you're really working on the power of your glutes. They're going to get really strong. And hold, but slowly lower it down. And then snap up. Slowly lower. We do it with the tricep dips. You know, when we go slowly down and then quickly back up. So it's called eccentric training. We're over halfway. Keep it going. Three, two, one. It's always in last two that get me. Okay, we are doing a bog standard plank next for 1 minute, and then we're going to mix it up a little bit. So it's up to you whether you want to plank on your knees. If you do, you tilt the pelvis forward, squeeze the glutes and hold it there. If you're coming up, you do the same thing and engage your core. 1 minute. Now, I always find the planks that are standard planks really mentally challenging. If I'm moving at the same time, I'm concentrating on the movement and time goes quicker. So challenging our mental state right now. So elbows underneath shoulders, tilt the pelvis forwards, engage the core. 3, 2, 1. We're coming up and we're going to hold it. Think about what you're having for dinner tonight. Have a glass of wine. As soon as the weather's nice, I just find having a glass of wine a night is appropriate thing to do, regardless of if it's a school night or not. Lovely. Keep breathing. Halfway there. Keep it going. I'm struggling tonight. I really am. Just keep it going. Head's wondering if I'm okay. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, low down. Okay, we're going to do prone. So we're coming up and knees are coming out to the sides, okay? We usually do 2 taps, we're not doing that today. If you're on your knees, you can bring your knee over and out to the side. We're going to be working our obliques. So let's get ready to go. Hands underneath shoulders. Extend one leg, ready to go. 2, 1. Nice and slowly. Again, keep focusing on the breath. Oh, these are a killer today. Oh, I'm still struggling from Tuesday. Stretch out if you need to, like me, for being a wet blanket today. 30 seconds, Anna, come on. My shoulders have had enough. Oh, come on, Anna. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pull it back if you need to. Now we've got time for one more lot of core. And don't worry, I'm not going to put you through any side planks today. Again, you're going to need room because we're going to have our legs to either side. We're going to start in tabletop. So the first minute, we're going to do one of my favourite ones now, which is the figure of 8, like this. So with your weight in between your legs. And then I'll tell you what we're doing for the last one. And then we will have a cool down. So grab a weight if you wish to use a weight. You don't have to, you can use a ball between instead. Completely up to you. So your shoulders are nice and relaxed, sitting up straight. And we're going to back tilt lower and get ready to lift the feet off the floor. Off you go. So flex the foot as you're extending it down towards the floor. Keep it controlled. Excellent. So again, make sure you've got nothing in the way that you're kicking out all the time. Head's gone to sleep now. Halfway. Puffy. Oh, my body's giving up on me tonight. Let's go. Come on. I get hungry now, so I start talking about food and it makes me think about food. Now I'm hungry. 3, 2, and 1. Woo. Okay. Next one, we're doing our obliques again. And we are going to have our legs up to the ceiling. Now, those you flexible people will be able to have your legs straight. I always have mine slightly bent, and as the minute goes down, my legs also start to go down. So you are reaching across over to your heel and coming back again, but your head isn't going to touch the floor. You're crunching up towards the heel and back near towards the floor, up towards the heel, back down towards the floor. If you want to put your head and neck down each time, then that's fine. Any pain in the neck, you stop, okay? So let's get ready, find your neutral position, legs up towards the ceiling. Pick which side you want to reach up and across over to first. And then we're going to have a lovely cool down. Let's get ready to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Head and neck comes off and we hold it to each side. Coming down. Exhale as you're going up towards the other side. Coming down. Exhale. Then down. So just a couple of seconds, just hold it to each side. Really reach towards those heels. Excellent. Halfway. Again, at any point you get neck pain, just drop your head and your neck down towards the floor. A couple of seconds, up again. Keep reaching. Last one, everyone. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug your knees. And we will start our cool down on your mat. And then I'll bring you up to standing. Let's put some lovely rainwater on, as we usually do. It starts. Yes, there we go. Okay. Let's start with a glute stretch because we've used our glutes a lot. So 1 foot onto one knee, pick up behind and bring it in towards you and just hold it there. And again, focus on the lateral breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. And we're going to switch them over and bring it in towards you. We're going to do it twice on each side. And roll that down, switch them over again, bring it in towards you. And again, drop that one down, pick up behind the other one, and bring it in towards you. And lower that down to the floor. Grab your band, hold it behind your foot. And bring your leg up towards the ceiling. flex your foot down towards you, stretching out the hamstrings. And then bring your knee in towards you. 3, 2, 1, and lift it back up towards the ceiling. And again, in towards you. And up to the ceiling. And we're going to switch them over, so other foot in, and flex that foot towards you. Bring it into your chest. 3, 2, 1, and straighten back up towards the ceiling. And again, bring your knee into chest. And flex your foot up towards the ceiling. And bring the leg back down again. I just want you to sit up and put yourselves onto your front. Turn that down. Hands next to you and push your upper body off the floor, squeezing the glutes. And open the knees, bringing your body back, sitting in between your knees and really reach forwards out into your mat. And I want you to squeeze your glutes, come into box position. You're going to arch your back up towards the ceiling. And then down towards the floor, bringing your head up, all in your own time, up towards the ceiling. Arching up, move it twice through again. And one more, up towards the ceiling. And down towards the floor, bringing your head up, coming up onto your knees. Oh, Ted's yawning. Put one leg out in front of you into right angle. Put your hands on your hips. And from here, remember, we're tilting the pelvis forwards, and you should be able to feel that stretch all the way up the quadricep into your hip flexor. You're going to pop one hand onto the inside of your knee and reach backwards. Keep pushing the pelvis forwards. And bring that back in again. Switch legs. So right angle in front, hands on hips, and push your pelvis forwards. And feel the stretch up your quad into your hip flexor. One hand onto the inside of your knee and reach backwards. Okay, bringing yourself back down into box position. I want you to tuck your toes under, and you're going to lift your bottom up to the ceiling, bringing yourself back into the calf stretch. And then slowly walk your hands towards your feet. And let gravity just hang over your feet even. And then slowly Coming back up to standing. Rolling the shoulders out when you are there. Feet directly underneath hips. Make sure your core is engaged. We're in neutral position. Squeeze the glutes. We're going to bring our arms around in front of us, chin onto chest. And open them back up again. Sorry. In, down towards you, chin onto chest. And open back up. And one more. Down towards you. And open back up. Pop your hands onto the bottom of your back and squeeze the elbows. Excellent. We're going to do a few shoulder rolls. So feet backwards, work the shoulders, move forwards. Excellent. One hand on your rib cage, one hand on your tummy. Do 2 deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. And one more. In through the nose and out through the mouth. 1 minute over, sorry.